Hello clever people and welcome to my review for 21 Bridges. So 21 Bridges is a movie starring Chadwick Boseman, and it is a police officer film, and Chadwick Boseman is essentially trying to get these two men who just murdered a policeman, shot them, and in order to do so, he shuts down all of Manhattan. He shuts down all trains in and out, he shuts down all cars in and out. Nothing goes out of Manhattan from about 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. And in that time, he has to try to find these two men. And in doing so, he uncovers some very dark secrets. I have to say, I was not really all that looking forward to 21 Bridges. It did something that a lot of movies that aren't that great do. And that's where they take a producer of the movie and kind of shape it like they're the director of the movie. And for the longest time, I thought that this movie was directed by Joe and Anthony Russo, because the trailer said in very small font, produced by Anthony and Joe Russo, and then afterwards it said visionary directors of, and then it listed Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War. So I thought for sure that they had directed this movie, but they just produced it. It had a different director, and once I figured that out, I kind of had that thing in my mind where I felt like this wasn't going to be that great of a movie. And it wasn't. 21 Bridges is just an extremely dull movie, and there's really not a whole else lot that you could say about it, and that's a problem in and of itself. When a movie is just dull and that's really the only discernible criticism that you can think of when you think about it, that's a problem. But I saw this movie right after I saw Frozen 2. It was a double feature. I literally went from Frozen 2 straight into 21 Bridges. And I gotta say, all of the energy that generated from Frozen 2 died in the first 5 minutes of me watching 21 Bridges. This is such a cable movie. It's a movie that you find late night at like 2 or 3 a.m. on cable, and you're like, oh, Chadwick Boseman is in it, I guess I'll watch it. And then you watch it and you fall asleep with it. It's just so boring. Even though it's a cop movie and even though there's quite a bit of action, the action too is really plainly shot. Nothing about the cinematography stands out. It's a very boring movie to look at. Nothing about the performances is exceptional. In the script, there's hardly any character development that isn't super cliche. So really, it's just such a dry movie. It's not boring though, and especially the last 15 minutes actually become quite entertaining and a little bit suspenseful, which was nice after having about 70 minutes of a dry movie, having about 15 minutes of some suspenseful action and suspenseful tension. I really did enjoy that, and the plot actually kind of does get interesting towards the end of the film, but by then it's too late. By then the rest of the film was really, really dry and really boring. So in the end, 21 Bridges, it's not terrible, it's just not really a film anybody should go out and try to watch unless it's on cable super late at night, because that's definitely where you're gonna find it for the next 5 years or so. It's gonna head straight to channels like HBO, and they're gonna play it super late at night when they have nothing else to play. It's one of those movies, and besides that, I can't really say much else about 21 Bridges. I will give 21 Bridges a 4.75 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for this film. So, what are your thoughts on this film, or what is your favorite movie revolving around cops? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.